welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I am sorry, you guys, that I haven't posted for like 6 days. Your girl has been so busy, and I hope that you guys are excited for this build today. I am so excited for the Thailand for Rent expansion pack, and I had no idea what to build. I was actually stumped for a couple of days, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to build, and I decided to do like a little temple. And I looked back on some of the photos because, okay, I went to Thailand, I think about like 2 or 3 years ago with my mom. And if you guys want to hear about the crazy stories that were going on when I was over there, please check out the previous video because, girl, oh my God. But I love Thailand. Overall, I love Thailand. It was a beautiful place to be. I was so happy. Like, everyone was so nice, and the culture is just so beautiful. So I was looking back at all my photos and my videos, and I was like, well, I went to this really pretty looking temple that was like above water. They had some boats everywhere. Like, it was really nice, and just kind of like, it was just filled with like bushes and like flowers, and just so it just looks so alive and beautiful. So I decided to do that, and I hope that it turned out okay. I had such a hard time figuring out like what to put inside, and I just figured, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll make it a house, and then I was like, maybe it can be a spa, and then I was like, well, maybe it can be like a just a general place. I have no idea. Honestly, to be completely transparent with all y'all, I am doing my voiceover before I finish it. Like, I think I just have the inside to do. So when you see this, your girl did it afterwards, and I hope I can figure out what I am doing for this. I'm thinking I might make it like a home, or I don't know. I'm not sure, because the buildings that I have are actually kind of small. So making it an actual house is kind of a challenge, because like it's just really tiny and there's a couple of places. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it could be like a condo. And then I was like, Jamie, I'm like, a condo? I'm like, girl, I'm like, this is 3 little like 4x4 freaking like blocks, and you want to count that as like a place for like multi-families can live in? Nah, girl, like, you crazy. So I think my next one that I want to build will be either like a townhouse or a condo, or like a multi-home lot, obviously, because that is what we are going to be getting inside this new expansion pack, and I'm so excited. I wonder if maybe in the expansion pack we get a new lot type, maybe for temples specifically, because there are a lot, and I thought that we were gonna get one kind of when we got that Snowy Escape one, and then we just never did, and I was like, girl, I'm like, what the heck? So maybe they'll put it in this one. But you guys, I hope that you like it. I did a lot of kind of rummaging around with debug. I also tried to figure out what made it not look like a Snowy Escape temple like Japan. So I hope I did it okay. I had too many ideas of what it could look like, but a lot of them just went to the Snowy Escape build buy mode that we have, and I'm like, I can't do that because it's not Japan. So I was like, no, it's Thailand. So I did have like a little temple, like a little spot in the back, and so the front of it is just gonna be kind of like obviously your main area, and then the back of the lot is gonna have like a cute little pond. There's gonna be a little like thing in the middle where I don't know if I put like a little tombstone, or I made it somewhere where you can meditate, even though like your Sims can't even go there. It's just for aesthetics, right? It's just for aesthetics. So I was like, okay, maybe I can just put it in there. So hopefully it looks okay, and I hope that you guys like it. It is up on the gallery, so if you guys want to find that out, everything will be in the description down below. But you guys, I have a story to tell, and obviously if you guys are new, hi, how are you? My name is Jamie. I'm also known here as Simspiration here on YouTube, and I do a lot of speed builds. I'm trying to do a lot more challenges. I have never made more than 3 episodes of a Let's Play, and I enjoy long walks on the beach, so I definitely want to make a new Let's Play for this and just stick with it, because I can't stick with it, and I really want to. So maybe if enough people watch it, maybe I'll want to keep with it. I don't know. I'm not sure how it goes. But anyway, the story, you guys, I have two. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the second part, but I will try my best to do that. And if I can't, catch your girl in another video, I guess. So here, this is story number 1. Now, if any of you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a hot minute, you guys know that I have just recently moved. And in this house, it's like in the middle of nowhere. We have a really nice pond in the front. And I just found out that we have fishers in our pond, and not like actual like top of the morning to you. And then like someone just randomly fishing in our pond in the front. Like just like it almost looks like an otter, but it's not, and it's a little bit more like fangy kind of. At first when I saw it, I was outside with my dog and we saw like them kind of like swimming outside, and I was like, what the heck is that? And I thought that it was a beaver until it kind of ran away, and then its tail didn't look like a beaver, and there's 2 of them. So my dog was like sitting there staring at them, and I had to like hold him because those guys can get kind of aggressive. And I was excited, but I was like, oh my god, I gotta keep my canine beside me because it will either go one of 2 ways, and I don't want to see how either of them end. So I kind of just stuck with him. So I thought that was really cute. And so it's a really nice house, but the flies are absolutely crazy because we're in the middle of nowhere, right? And I don't know if any of you guys remember, if you guys had been actually like keeping track of this, but when I first moved here, the first night, I have little alarms around the house, and these aren't just like random alarms, they're carbon monoxide alarms. Now, if any of you guys are too young, or if you guys just like forget, or if you guys honestly just don't even know, carbon monoxide is a silent, deadly killer kind of thing. Like, I don't want to make it sound morbid, but like you can't kind of go around it. Like it's something you can't see, it's something that you can't smell, like it's just kind of there. So you have, even if you ask your parents, you might have a carbon monoxide detector in your house, which I think it's like mandatory now, or it's been mandatory for homes to have these kind of things, right? So mine in my room is special because she has a strobe attached to her. We love that. And the thing is that these guys can detect, you know, carbon monoxide in the air. Now, the first night I got here, I was already having kind of like iffy feels about it. Like, my dad is going to fix up this house and then we're moving again. So, God, we'll have more stories. At least that's good. But basically, I wasn't kind of all about this house in the beginning. But we got here first night, right? So it's probably about like 3 or 2 a.m. kind of, and the strobe goes off. Now, with that strobe, there's an ear-piercing like sound to obviously wake you up, because it's like, get out of the house now because you shouldn't be here. And if you stay here, there'll be some bad things that might happen. So I was in the middle of a dream. It was a wonderful dream. I had so much fun. I'm sure there had to do something with like, I don't know, food and pancakes and happy, I don't know. I don't know, unicorns or something. I was having a great dream, and in the middle of the night it just started going off. There's a strobe light in my room. I didn't even know what the heck it was at first, and I was so disoriented, and it was terrifying. So it turns out like there was no carbon monoxide or something, like it was just like it kind of stopped. So we were just kind of like, what the heck? Why are you bullying me in this way? Scared the living daylights out of my dog. Poor boy. I've never experienced anything like that. So then we fast forward a couple months later, or not months, a couple weeks later, it goes off again one night, and then it kind of stops, whatever. Comes back maybe a couple like days, probably like a week ago. So this is what happened. So I don't know if any of y'all follow me on Snapchat, but I posted a video and I was like, bruh, because there were firefighters in my yard. Now what happened was, again, around 3 a.m. the alarm in the carbon monoxide like things went off. And then I went out. I had a dream. In that dream, I thought I was alone. So when I woke up all disoriented and I was trying to like get out of my room, I don't even have like a push or pull open room. It's kind of like a slider, so that I almost banged my head off the door because I was like trying to get out and I was like, oh my god, I have to go get Togo. And Togo is my dog. And I thought I was home alone until I heard my dad like yell that he was there, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, thank god. And then it stopped and he was like, okay, like, you know, everything's okay, go back to bed. So I was like, oh my god. So then maybe an hour later, it goes off again. Then it stops. And then an hour after that, it goes off again. And then at that point, me and my dad were just like, you know what? Let's call the fire department because we need to see what the heck is going on with these things. I have had enough. So my dad was like, okay, we called the fire department, and my dad's like, okay, get some clothes on. Like, we're gonna just stand outside and wait for them. So as we're waiting outside, we're like, no, it's too cold. So we're gonna wait in the car. And my dad was waiting outside, and my dog and I were just sitting in the car. And probably about 26 minutes later, the fire department shows up. And since these guys are more volunteer-like, so these guys aren't like at the station, like ready to go. Since it's a carbon monoxide like detector that may or may not have been like legit for that, you know, that huge reason, they weren't like in any like major rush, so that's why it took like a while. But if they were at the station, like it would have taken about like 6 minutes, because as soon as they came, my dad was like, well, our house is burnt down. And I was like, Dad, if there was something, oh god, like knock on wood. So they came over, and then one fire truck came over, and then I'm like sitting here waiting, and then another fire truck comes over, and I'm like, what the heck? And then like another firefighter like van comes over, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this is crazy. My dad was like, well, there might be ambulance too. I was like, there might be ambulance too. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, what if there was carbon monoxide? They're gonna want to check us. And I was like, oh. I'm like, shoot, you right? I'm like, what about the dog though? But Togo was okay. And I was in the car for about maybe an hour and a half waiting for them to finish, and I was there with Togo, and he was a good boy. He was sitting in the back, and he was okay. He was just kind of watching, because my dad was out there talking with the fire department. Of course, dad's always got to go over and see what's going on, right? So he was doing that, and so when that happened, they finally left, and they went in and they said that there wasn't any carbon monoxide really. Like, there was, I think, a 9 or 10 that on the meter, and apparently that's like very, very, very low, which is still like more than I want. Like, I want 0. Why is that at a 9 or 10? That sounds bad to me. Like, but it was at the front door, which was a really weird like space. You'd think that maybe not in the front door, because like there's some like airflow that's going through, but apparently not. And then, but other than that, like other around the house, there was nothing. And apparently it wasn't even carbon monoxide. It was something weird. I don't even know. I know you're like, Jamie, you just said it was carbon monoxide. That's what I hear. I'm hearing things from like 2 different people, so I'm not sure. And then they said that there was something wrong, maybe wiring wise, with our detectors, and we still haven't fully fixed them. So if it goes up again, we're gonna have to call the department and have them come over again to take a look at them. But they went around the house and they said that there's no like carbon monoxide. They said that we had to check like maybe our HVACs, which I guess is kind of like something that like flows the air around the house so that it doesn't become stale. And apparently they're working like a gem. So I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, hey, at least they're working, I guess. I mean, I guess they're working. I guess that's good in a way, but yeah, you guys, it's just been crazy. And so my dad, I came in here today. My dad's been like just tearing apart the house and just fixing everything and making everything look good. So as soon as that is done, he's putting it up for sale again. So I need to find somewhere. My workplace was saying like, I was trying to become like assistant manager, and you know, they were saying all these things, and then someone asked about if they were going to be hiring like internally, and then they said no. So I don't know what's happening. but I'm definitely looking for other jobs, girl, or until this one pops off. That is what I'm doing. So anyways, there has been too much going on. So the next time that you guys come in to the next video, I will tell you about actually a story that's happening in work. And no, it's not Emma, because she's no longer with us anymore. She quit. So now we just have external weird things that are happening. And yeah, so if you guys want to see that, or if you guys enjoy that, stick around, because your girl always has something going on. It's never a dull moment, that is for sure. Okay, I did get asked if I could start doing like an actual tour of the build. So here, I'll do a little tour here for you guys. So this is the lot here. You have these little cute little these little, I don't even know what they are, like dragon guys in the little vases. And then you come up here, and I have like a little spot here for all of the flowers. There's a spot over on this side for you to just kind of hang out while there's some rock gardens over here. This building is for the massage area, and then we have some yoga over here. And then these are the little, this building is going to be for like all of your, like putting on your robes and stuff. And then you come over here, and this is just like another sitting area that you can sit down and enjoy. I don't know why, hold on. I don't know why it was like that, but okay, I fixed it. And then on this side here, it's just like another little rock garden, but I absolutely love the way it turned out. And honestly, I think I might take that out. It just looks a little weird, but I really like the way that this turned out. And then you come over here, and there is like some, like a little chicken, like a little chicken coop that they got. And then there is some, I guess like a little mushroom thing that I added, like a little farm and a pomegranate tree. And I added this little spot here where your Sims can go and wash up and wash their hands. There's no toilet on the lot. Maybe I can add it somewhere. I think maybe I could add like a bush and just use it like that, because there's like nowhere for me to make a bathroom. But yeah, you can, so you have your roosters, you have your chickens. In the back here as well, this is another way to kind of like walk around, walk through this beautiful little garden here, and then you can go over the bridge. And as we go over this little cute little bridge, we go to this area here, and this is the area that I was talking about. I did put like a little tombstone here. Your Sims cannot walk on this. This is just decoration. And then we come over here, and your Sims can use this. Now this is from the tropical expansion pack, and this one is what is this called? A barbecue, Sulani barbecue little thing. And I saw something similar to this when I was in Thailand, so I want to add that in. And as we go over here now, we can take a look inside. Now I wanted to keep it kind of simple because these aren't very big rooms, so I didn't want to do it too much. But this guy is a big instructor's yoga thing, so hopefully it does work with the little things inside. I don't know, I'm thinking, because if it's going up to here, I don't think it will. So honestly, I think I'll just kind of put here, look at that, you're seeing me go through it now. I'll just put a couple, like one here and maybe like one here. So like there's just 3 people. Maybe it's like something that you have to like book because it's really expensive or something, so it's only for like exclusive people, I guess. I don't know, so I'll do that. I don't know what colors to make them. Maybe green, possibly. I'll do like those colors. I think those are cute. And I want to keep the tile. I know the tile is pretty like in your face, but I know that there has been some beautiful tile when I was going into a lot of the temples in Thailand. So I want to add that in. And then you come over here, and this is going to be where you get your massages done. So again, really crazy with the tiles, but I wanted to kind of make it look a little fun, and to kind of get it more spa-like. I tried to add these up here. It's definitely not the best looking, but it just kind of gives it some more of a spa vibe. And then your Sims can come over here, and you guys can go get like all your robes on. And there's like a little mirror here with a couple of incense burners. So there is the little spa. I decided to make it a spa, but honestly, you guys, you can make it whatever you wanted. I just wanted to find something that kind of works for it. But yeah, the spa is the best thing your girl could get. So I hope that you guys like this video. Why did I think that there was supposed to be something there? But I hope that you guys like this video. Maybe please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all later. I'm sorry I'm kind of a little bit quieter than usual. I think I think my dad's asleep, but I'm not too sure. So I just wanted to be a little bit more quiet. But if you guys like it, yeah, stay tuned for my next video. And this is up on my gallery. So I will see you all later. Okay, bye guys.